Let's talk to Charlie Ray, former royal editor at The Sun, because there's quite a few royal stories to get our hands on this morning. And also, of course, it's not very long now until the coronation. Charlie, very good morning to you.
Good morning, Michael.
Nice to talk to you, nice to see you, and welcome. I haven't actually had a chance to congratulate you for your that big birthday you had just recently and that big nice lunch that you had that you didn't invite me to. But no problem.
Least said about that, the better, Michael.
Absolutely right. Now, we've seen a lot of stuff over the course of the weekend, references to letters that were written by Meghan Markle to King Charles when he was still Prince Charles a few years ago. A very odd sort of comment that came from her people, by the way, where she said that she's now thinking about the future and she's not thinking about the past, effectively not denying that she wrote a letter regarding the kind of racism allegations, but at the same time not saying anything more about it.
No, it's interesting. These letters, this is a letter that the King wrote to her after the infamous Oprah Winfrey show in which he accused a member of the royal family for being a racist. And Charles wrote the letter in the hope that he would build, bridges again.
Yeah.
And interestingly, in both these letters, the name of the naughty person who is allegedly the racist was mentioned. We don't know who it is.
Right.
But reply to the King, she said that she and he agreed that the comment was made without malice. Well, if it was made without malice, Meghan, why on earth did you go on, a television program that's watched by millions and announce that there is someone in the royal family who's guilty of what she described as unconscious bias, but that's a racist. And now she's trying to say, in reply to this, people are saying that this is one of the reasons why she's not coming to the coronation, but she's now saying, well, I've moved on. I don't want to get into talking about correspondence of 2 years ago involving discussions of 4 years ago, which basically means the letter exists.
Yes.
Not denying the letter. She's not denying that she wrote back. And one of the other things that she's apparently now been saying is that she was wanting more apologies from the royal family, which is clearly not going to get. I fail to understand what either she or he are doing anymore.
Right. It's all very odd, isn't it? Because he was asking for an apology just a few weeks ago before he would reveal whether or not he was going to come to the coronation. And yet she and he both claim that all of this is cooked up by the British media, by royal correspondents and by people who are just trying to cause trouble when it's they who keep raising it.
Yeah, absolutely. They keep on raising all this. I mean, Harry was supposed to be waiting to hear from the King as to where he was going to sit at the coronation.
Right.
I mean, be grateful you've been invited. I mean, if I was the King, I'd be putting him on some sort of naughty stool in the middle of the Abbey, to be perfectly honest.
Absolutely. Well, you'd set up the overflow room, wouldn't you? Watch it on CCTV. Unfortunately, not allowed into the main body of the hall. But he's now being told he could be sat 10 rows behind his brother.
Well, let's put this in context, mate. This is the Paul Burrell, the former butler of the Princess of Wales, who's now in South Africa in I'm a Celebrity, eating some sort of anus of some dead animal.
I'm pleased at how you phrased that. I was a bit worried for a minute.
It's not my usual one. But he's now saying that Harry could be sitting 10 rows behind. How does he know that? We don't have a seating plan yet. And I would be staggered if Harry is not included in the main body of where the royals are sitting. He may be sitting on the edge, he may be sitting in the middle, but you won't be sitting with William because William's got a very important role to do at the coronation. Right. He's got to pay homage to the monarch as Prince of Wales. Harry doesn't have to do that because, as he's eloquently told us in a number of occasions, he's the spare. So we don't really need him to sort of pledge to the King. So he'll be sitting with the royal family, probably with Eugenie and Beatrice, who are probably the only two royals who still talk to her.
Yes, absolutely right. I mean, I wonder if they'll put anywhere near Prince Andrew, because, of course, we heard Fergie last week saying that, you can't have it both ways, and she's quite happy to accept the fact that she hasn't been invited and she doesn't expect to be. And maybe Harry can learn a thing or two from her.
Well, yeah, I mean, I personally think it's wrong that Fergie has not been invited, given that she was invited to the family celebration at Christmas for the first time in 30 years. She wasn't in some place on the estate, not welcome because of the Duke of Edinburgh's dislike of her. But she's now welcomed back in. But she's pretty pragmatic about all this sort of stuff. She'll be at the on Sunday afternoon, which Harry won't be. If we're all hearing what he's going to be, he's barely going to be in the country for that long. He's just going to be at the ceremony. He's not going to go to the coronation lunch, we're told, and he's not going to go to the concert on Sunday. So he'll be heading back to California, presumably to enjoy belated birthday celebrations with his son Archie, who's 4 on the coronation day.
Yes, indeed. It's a very quick visit. I mean, even for him, we don't know why he doesn't want to hang around any longer than a few hours. It seems an awfully long way to come just to kind of show his face.
It is a quick visit, and I think if I'm wrong, if I'm right, that the court case against the male that he's involved in due to take place again next week. Now, I would find it surprising that he would be flying back to California just to come back again to sit in the court again. I don't know what's going on. I mean, who knows? I mean, he just loves to spend, a lot of time in the air spreading his carbon footprint, which he doesn't want the rest.
Yes, I mean, there is that. And I mean, interesting as well, since you and I last spoke, probably, the American attitude to these two seems to have changed quite a bit as well. There's an awful lot of humour being made, a lot of fun being poked at them. A lot of talk shows are sort of ripping it out of them rather than treating them with any kind of, absolute kind of, I don't know, respect. They're now seen as these rather ridiculous figures who keep moaning about how awful their lives are while swanning it up in a very big mansion in California.
Yeah, absolutely right. I mean, there's an awful lot of, and some celebrities as well, including people like Chris Rock, who he shoots from the lip. He's a bit fed up with Meghan, as was Mia Farrow, who issued a tweet, which has since been taken down, that she was a bit fed up with the Sussexes. And I think their gloss is starting to wane in a bit, because they really do need the royal family for them to be of any consequence.
Yes.
Without the royal family, they're just another couple of, an American woman with, a British husband.
Yeah.
That's it. But they're still making quite a bit of money for, I don't know. I don't even know what they're doing anymore.
I know. Maybe they'll just end up doing little sort of speeches to camera down at the King's Head in Santa Monica, like everybody else used to do, and pretend to be something they're not. But there we are. What can I say? Charlie, good to talk to you. Thanks very much indeed. Charlie Ray, former royal editor at The Sun.